Fire 513.
Everybody else can shut up. It is time.
Ooh, fly man ring.
Back in the building, man.
Yo, we in the building. We back.
Make sure y'all follow us on everything down to the wire 513. Yo, down to the wire 513.
What's happening, brothers?
Episode 270.
Hey. 270. I let around number episodes, man. I don't know what it is about it. What's going on, brother? How you feeling?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. And yourself?
Long week, man. I'm tired, but hey, we in here. We in here rocking. You know what I'm saying? We in here rocking.
Yes, sir. Blessed Black, highly favored. You know how we do it. Down to the wire 513, episode 270. Super Bowl 57 recap. Man, what a game. What a game.
It's up there. In the last 10 years, it was a really good game, man.
Really entertaining game. I will say that.
A lot of offense, a lot of high scoring. It's like one of my high scoring games in a while. So I mean, easily since probably the Brady comeback, I would think.
I really don't even know how. Well, I know how the Chiefs won because they scored on every possession in the second half,
which is crazy, by the way.
Yeah, but it's like the Eagles. I feel like the Eagles never stopped scoring. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how did they catch them? It just felt that way, even though they might have like missed a possession or two. It just felt, it was like, what's happening? I feel like they never stopped scoring.
But I feel like it was tell two halves for real, like you said. Like if they never stopped scoring, and they actually, you see, they scored every quarter. It was just like that third quarter, they kind of slowed down, really kind of got them.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's crazy. For like first half, you thought the Eagles about to run away with it, and it's crazy. In both of my home Super Bowl wins, like the team that he beat, like had him up, had him beat by more than like 10 points, and he had to come back and get the dub. The biggest part of the game for me, one reason I picked the Eagles was the defense. Defense didn't show up, especially that defensive line. Not once, only one sack between both teams the whole game. And for anybody who says that they want to have natural grass on all these NFL stadiums, nope, that did it.
Please don't do that.
The slide, changing their cleats all game. So
it was like a skating rink out there, ice skating rink out there, man.
So that did it, and I think that played a part. And obviously both teams had to deal with it, but I think that played a part in the past rush, which was why we only seen one sack, and the sack wasn't even really a sack. He just pushed Jalen Hurts out of bounds. So, but in the day, still a great game from start to finish.
Yeah, very entertaining game, man. Like I said, third quarter just kind of really killed the Eagles, and really the biggest call was that overturned catch for Devontae. For Devontae, really that killed him. Honestly, I don't say killed him, but that was like a big call. They got it out with 3 points instead of going for a touchdown possibly. So that really kind of hurt him.
I knew the script was ripped when Patrick Mahomes started limping off the field. I said, "Game over." I said, "This game's over."
You said Chiefs gonna win? Is that what you were saying?
Like, Chiefs started limping. I was like, "Oh, Chiefs won." The
narrative's written.
Narrative's written, and then if hell of a game though. I got my own conspiracy theory here and there, but hell of a game. Patrick Mahomes a bad boy. How y'all feel about that holding call?
Right call.
Definitely was the right call. Unfortunately, I wish it wasn't the right call. I think it really put a damper on the game, honestly, man. Because you hate to see a game. You felt like it ended on that note, even though even Nick Sirianni said it was just several different instances in the game that they cost them the game. But it seemed like if they didn't get this penalty right here, they would have probably stopped them, and then overtime probably would happen. You know what I'm saying? Or at least they would have probably scored a field goal, and then they would have had a chance to get the ball back at least to make it a more entertaining ending of the game, I think, than it was.
Yeah, I think that's all. I mean, I really did think that's all I had. Like, great start, beginning, middle, but the end was terrible. I said that because once McKinnon slid down at the one after the Eagles were trying to let him score, it's like, all right,
you knew it was over. You knew it was over after that. You knew it was over.
This game won a field goal, and I mean, and that's the right thing. I mean, every NFL team would have done that.
It's a smart thing to do for sure.
But yeah,
But it's boring. Also, it's not eventful, man. It's not eventful at all. Like you don't get to see if
Yeah, like bro,
Jalen Hurts
like
has what it takes to go down, march his team down the field to tie it up or win it. You know what I'm saying?
that's one thing I don't think we're talking about enough. Like, obviously they lost, but like that was one like Jalen Hurts put on one of the most memorable performances in Super Bowl history.
Really, he
balled
did,
out,
bro. He really did.
He
And
really
hate to
did.
say this, bro, his one mistake probably cost him the game, man. Like that fumble is only mistake of the whole game where he didn't even get hit. He just switched hands and lost the ball. It really cost him the game because the defense actually scored on that play. If Kansas City defense don't score on that play, they don't win the game.
Or at least they had to do more to get back in the game. Like
Yeah.
Chiefs, like I said, they had to score in that final possession instead of a field goal. I agree with you.
TJ, what's going on? What's going on?
TJ, what's going on?
Some of these corners learn how to backpedal. That's true. I think they get scared once they get caught out of position. They get scared.
Well, speaking on that, because on the whole, because I didn't say much on it, I think it was the right call. But that's a type of play where, like, if he didn't throw the flag right away, it was a late flag. And it was an uncatchable pass. You can't throw that flag in that situation. Yes, it was a foul, but it's like throw it right away. Then it's like, okay, well, he got him. You know what I'm saying? But he waited till the play was dead, and it's like, and then threw it.
Yeah, because I didn't even see it at first, bro. That's a very good point. You didn't see it because you see the ball at the ground.
It's like he wasn't gonna call it, and it's like, oh, well, we didn't score a touchdown. Let me call this now.
It's like he saw Pat Mahomes complaining, and he was like, "All right, you're right, Pat. He got him."
I mean, you can't see when the ref started throwing it. Like, all we seen was the ball hit the ground and then the flag comes out. Like I said, we didn't see was he hesitant? Did he not miss it? Like we don't know all that.
But if the penalty happened here, come on, there's no excuse for the penalty for the flag not to be out in the air when the ball hits the ground. The ball hit the ground, and we saw the flag come out. If the penalty happened right here, which is when they said it happened. This is when the play first started.
Maybe he thought it was the second one, like because remember that's what the Fox showed. Fox showed it. Like I said, we talked about this before we came on. Like most people didn't even see that hold. People because Fox showed the second part, thought that was the hold, but
like the left hand on his hip or whatever. Yeah, that's all they showed was the left hand on the hip. They kept pausing it there, like that was the call.
So maybe the ref real time thought it was the second one when they realized it was this one. Like I said, you hate to see it happen like this, on the penalty like that. But at the end of the day, call is the call.
Oh yeah, I mean the call is the call.
It was a right.
It's an accurate statement. I can't say that you're wrong, but I think if you're gonna throw it, throw the flag right away. That's all I'm saying.
That's true, but then again, I'd rather get it right than get it wrong. But you're right. If you're gonna throw it, throw right away.
It's kind of like them basketball rules. We all play hoop where it was like the ref waited to see if you made the layup and then he blew it if you missed. And you like, come on, bro. That was a foul anyways.
You wouldn't have called it if he made it. Like you wouldn't have called it if he had made it, bro. Nah, that's facts though.
But to say that single-handedly cost the Eagles game. Nah, I can't really go out and say that. Like I said, you gotta give credit to the coach Chiefs coaching staff too. They put a hell of a game plan. Like they just out schemed that Eagles defense. Like it was so many different times you go back and watch that game where Mahomes had so many different options. Hell, even setting up this final drive.
Did he even get sacked?
No, he didn't get touched. First brother got touched that one play he got kind of hurt on. But you're right, too. They made some great halftime adjustments. They came out and they really made defense look foolish, man. Like really made them look like they had some wide open people, like wide open. It was kind of like Skip Bayless was saying. It was 10 yards between the next nearest defender. Like you don't see that in the NFL at all, really. And it was like time and time again in the second half, Mahomes had time to throw the ball, and it was wide open receivers too. So I guess it is kudos to Andy Reid and also Avery Enemy, which is not getting that much credit either for this. But shout out to him.
Yeah, that's the thing. Because in the first half it was all Travis Kelce. Second half, you barely even heard Kelce's name being called.
Yeah. He got blanketed in the second half.
Yeah, so they made a adjustment that the Eagles made. Hey, that stops Kelce, but they gave everybody else open field, man.
I said that pass.
They started getting killed.
I said that lack of pass rush hurt them. Like them not getting no pressure on Mahomes, and obviously that's why Bengals take note. That's why you go out and you overpay for offensive line. They paid what they Chiefs realized this mistake 2 years ago when they lost to the Tampa Bay.
Yeah, Tampa Bay. Yep.
They learned from mistake 2 years ago, and now it's paying off for them. They got back here. They got a ring for it, and the offensive line.
The Bengals started. Their defense. The Bengals started that though. They started that with that this summer. They got more work to do.
They trying.
And the Bengals would have been better off, but their whole offensive line was decimated. Everybody was hurt. They ain't have what 1 or 2 starters.
Yeah, I think it was like two starters they're missing. Yeah, you're right. You know, it's eventually will hopefully pan out for the Bengals, but like you said, you got to overpay for the right spots on the field. You can't. Of course, you know you want to keep a receiver like Tyreek Hill, but you gotta really weigh your options out. You know.
T. Higgins. I mean, obviously, I think they're going to pay. I think they're going to pay T. Higgins, but like I said, you got these decisions to make. Offensive, you can keep around them.
Joe Burrow, you know, it came out that he's constructing his contract in a way that they should be able to keep their weapons. You know, kind of like what we talked about with the Tom Brady, you know, situation, like where you can break the bank, but I think Joe Burrow's the kind of guy he's gonna be rich regardless. We said that every episode.
Yeah,
but if he takes less money on the team, he'll be able to win some games,
win some rings, hopefully.
Win some rings.
Yeah, man, that's definitely the way to go about it, man. And it is a copycat league. I think teams are going to see that they sacrificed technically Tyreek Hill. Like, all right, you know, he lost a good weapon on the outside, but we got an elite quarterback. We're going to beef up the line, you know, and hopefully he can bring everybody else up. And everybody ain't Pat Mahomes, so you know, definitely can't make Juju look, you know, great, but
speaking of Juju,
right? Mahomes saved his career.
Yeah. Speaking of Juju,
he is. I think that's the worst part of the Super Bowl is that Juju Smith-Schuster got a Super Bowl.
He got a ring out of it,
bro. Because you got the tweet, brother.
I don't have it. Let me pull it up real quick. Go ahead and talk about it.
Yeah. He tweeted on Valentine's Day. I'll hold you when it matters most. To and from, and a picture of the corner for the
James Bradbury.
Yeah, Bradbury. Thanks, T. I guess you could tell that I forgot his name.
I got you, brother.
Thanks, brother. You always got my back. Where AJ Brown tweets back. First off, congratulations. Y'all deserve it. This is lame. You was on the way out the league before Mahomes resurrected your career on your 1-year deal, TikTok boy. He admitted that he grabbed you, but don't act like you're like that or ever was. But congratulations again.
TikTok boy.
That was hilarious. To say that boy got me weak, bro. When I read that, I ain't gonna lie, I laughed out loud when I read that.
And then CJ Gardner comes up and says he had said something, responded to the tweet, and Juju Smith came back where the dude for the Broncos punched him when he was with the Saints, and
yeah, that's hilarious.
Going crazy. I hate Juju Smith though. Like he's not good enough to be taught. As soon as Antonio Brown left, he showed how good he really was, which wasn't that good.
Nah, it's facts. It's facts.
I mean, the initial tweet, like just him posting that picture of the Valentine's Day. I mean, I didn't think much of it. AJ Brown, I mean, he's upset he lost Super Bowl. I
that was a little corny though. A little corny.
I mean, it was, but this is always who Juju has been. I mean, he's just now finally winning, is being put on national spotlight. But this is from him 2 years ago. Used to be dancing on teams' logos on TikTok. Like this is who all he's been.
Yeah, I guess he has been the class clown, if you want to call him that, or the funny guy. I guess, man.
Not funny when the guy's not that good. I mean, he's just not that good.
I guess. I mean, I guess if it would have been somebody else, I guess it probably would have been a little bit more funny. It just wasn't. It didn't really.
I think it's good for the league, though. You need villains like this. Hey, I mean, because
you definitely need this.
Apple does it, and then I mean, we know he gets cooked every once in a while.
Oh yeah, So somebody else came tweeted. Oh, Bradbury, Eli. Now I see why you do it. That's what he said.
Bradbury to the Bengals confirmed.
Now you see what Juju Smith is doing though. When you mess with those defensive players like that, you got to be careful.
Got to, man. You on the hit list.
It'd be a price on your head.
You going to hit list, man.
You already knew where I was going with it.
I knew you was going. You going to hit list.
You know, they can let up on you and not really like smack you on a couple, play because like I played that. I ain't got to really hit him like that. But he gonna catch every single. He gonna catch it all.
Well, I guess he's still in line from Von Bell. Von Bell let him know when he's back in Pittsburgh. So, but and he's celebrating. He's doing what most spoiled winners would do. So
having fun, man. So I ain't mad at him.
But he corny.
I did think it was corny though. Not a whole lot. I did think it was corny.
Yeah. So.
But hey, man.
Do what you do, Juju.
Do what you want to do.
Do what you do, man.
Congrats to Juju, I guess. That's it.
Yeah.
Eagles just keep the receipts.
Hey, when you won, you can do that, man. TJ said, Juju a damn clown. He is, man. He's a clown. He's a clown for sure.
Super Bowl winning clown, unfortunately.
Yeah, he's a clown with a ring on his finger, man. Unfortunately, not yet, but he gonna get a ring on his finger.
Can't stand him, bro.
That's what I was just. I couldn't even watch sports coverage, man. I was just like, bro, I don't want. Some of these guys I just don't like. Like I don't mind Pat Mahomes. He's not a bad guy at all. But like Juju, and I'm like, bro, I don't want to see this nigga get on a ring.
Yeah, facts.
I do like Kelsey, but the way he been talking lately, like, bro, shut the fuck up, like chill.
Kelsey.
I think Kelsey deserved it. The mayor called him out.
Yeah, Kelsey, the heart of the team though.
I ain't too mad at him because he Kelsey, so he could do that. But still, bro, all right, he the way he doing, he ain't doing them really funny shit. He doing kind of like just lame shit. Like just be funny with it at least.
That's fair. That's fair enough.
Yeah, if you're gonna try to do some troll shit, at least be funny with it.
What don't you like? What do you like? What
just saying he's saying like it's corny, it's lame.
Fight
for your right. That's lame as fuck, bro. Like what?
Hey.
Oh, he said that at the first Super Bowl. He been
right. That's lame. That's not cool.
I like that though, but the Burrow head.
Well, nah, that was cool. I ain't mind that because they called it that. But that fight for your right, and then just I don't know, maybe just this whole. I don't watch too much of his content, and maybe it's just the way he talk on. Like I don't know what it is, but something about it, I just like, bro, he kind of irks me a little bit.
Maybe that's a Kansas City thing. I don't know.
Like I said, he could do it because he Kelsey. So
I know I know he's been saying that forever. So maybe it's a Kansas City thing. Who knows? I know it's a song, but
we all know it's a song. So
yeah,
Kansas City, you gotta fight for your right to party. That's always been a thing. You feel me?
Yeah.
But he won, and let's leave it at that. I mean,
he could do that,
especially against the Bengals. I just felt like a lot because it's 2 weeks in a row. Because we really don't talk that much, if we're being honest. But
maybe that's what it is. I'm like, he only do this that much, so it's like you just doing it just to be doing it now at this point.
The Bengals got him all fired up. That's what it is.
Kelsey talks.
Like
I said, I don't follow the guy like that. Maybe he does. I don't know.
Yeah,
you ain't getting a whole bunch of interviews where he's talking shit though.
Yeah, I don't hear him like talking and shit like that.
I'm sure he talks shit on the field. You know what I'm saying? But like, you're not getting a whole bunch of interviews where we've come on the show and we talking about, man, Kelsey talking. Wow, that hasn't happened.
Y'all not remember the first time they won a Super Bowl?
Obviously. I don't.
He went crazy. He went crazy at that first parade.
I almost forgot. Well, yeah, I don't know that too. Yeah, I don't catch the parade like that. Maybe that's what it is. I don't catch. Well,
don't check out the parade today because he went crazy again.
I saw it today.
Okay,
I saw it today. That's why I said that. That's why I was like, bro, I saw it today.
Oh, he did. He did the exact same thing in the first parade.
Yeah, I saw it today.
We're saying that the Chiefs weren't going to, So that's what you got to do when you're great, though. You got to find a reason to have a chip on your shoulder.
Yeah.
Like,
I ain't mad at him. But just know that if it goes south, niggas gonna bring this shit back up on you. Just know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I can't really call them a dynasty yet either. You got to win 3.
Nah, yeah, you got to win 3. You ain't dynasty yet.
But 5 conference championship games in 5 years is impressive. So
that's very impressive.
Yeah. So that's
They on the way. They on the way.
You gotta get 3 of them rings.
Gotta get one more. Ain't gotta be next year. You know, next. I'll say within the next 2 years.
I don't
they
know.
they gonna have a tough time. They
You saying
got
next year, T?
You said what?
You saying next year they gotta win to be dynasty?
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, because if Bieniemy, because he's interviewing for other offensive coordinators elsewhere, he had an interview with. I don't think he's gonna go there, but Washington be the offensive coordinator.
And he better not go there.
I hope not.
He better not go there. But nah, if they win one out of these next 2, they definitely a dynasty.
For sure.
I think they gotta win one of these next. I think if you go more than these next 2, though, I don't think it's depending on who you got playing still.
I'm excited to see the Joe Burrow, Pat Mahomes rivalry, kind of. You know, they'll make it a rivalry, and because to me they're the best 2 quarterbacks in the NFL. So that's gonna be fun to watch over these next few years.
It's facts. Definitely will be.
If the NFL is smart, Bengals versus Kansas City, get first game of the season.
In Arrowhead.
Thursday night football, yep.
That would be crazy. Yeah, if they smart, they would definitely do that. Bengals in Arrowhead. And Joe in that one, they could really talk some shit. They can't talk that much shit because, of course, you know they lost last year. But
Super Bowl,
you can talk some shit though. You can talk a little bit of shit though. Talk a little bit of shit if you win a game.
Either Chiefs Bengals or Chiefs Bills. They gotta be one. I think one of them 2.
Yeah, I agree.
Yep,
one of them 2.
It's facts, man.
So you saw so Doc, you talked about you just mentioned it briefly that Burrow and Mahomes, top 2 quarterbacks in the league currently.
Well, yes, they are. And then number
definitively top 2.
Yeah, definitively. Like Joe Burrow.
I agree.
But Joe Burrow's better than Josh Allen. And number 3, I'm rolling with Jalen Hurts right now. Number 3 quarterback. That's where I'm at with it, bro.
Okay, I mean, I'm with you. I'm with you on the top 2. I mean, you can't really argue nobody else.
Definitely, I think it is a gap between.
It's a gap. It's a gap.
There's also a gap if you ask me between two and whoever you want to put 3. It's a gap. Joe, it's a small gap, but it's a gap
between 2 and 3.
Yeah, I think Joe's. I think he distances himself, even though it's 2 years in a row, back-to-back championship games. I think he's a small, like I said, small gap, but I think it's a gap. Especially if you put in who I think you put in at 3T, it's definitely a gap. If you put in this man at 3,
I don't know. I'm trying to think 3 right.
If I got to pick right now,
who you putting at 3? Lamar Jackson?
I can't say. If we doing right now exiting the season, I can't put Lamar. As much as I love Lamar, I can't put him right there because he didn't play.
Yeah, he did much of the second half. I gotta go right now.
You almost have to say Jalen Hurts. I mean,
after what he just did in the Super Bowl,
he's
changed the first couple weeks of the season. You know what I'm saying? It can real quick.
It might even change going into the season. We saying right now exit. That's why I put exit. I was thinking about like, man, you know what? This is really just right now exit because it might change over the summertime. Who knows what might happen? Who knows? But
I'm just the last time we saw these guys is I mean, last time we saw Lamar, he was months ago.
Yeah,
last time we saw Josh Allen got cooked by the Bengals.
Put up 9 points. What 9 points he put up?
Not good. Hey, not good.
That's why I said like, I thought you was going there. I thought you was going Josh Allen. If you picking him, I think it's a bigger gap between him right now, him and Joe Burrow. I mean, it's a small gap between him and Jalen Hurts right now too.
Because if we being honest, like if we doing exiting, I'll put Trevor Lawrence just the way exiting above Josh Allen right now. Trevor Lawrence,
I ain't going there. I ain't going there.
Better than Josh Allen.
I ain't going there.
I won't do that, bro.
Nah, he had a better last game. But I ain't doing that. I ain't going. I ain't going. I ain't putting Burrow at 2 because of what he did just this year. I'm putting him at 2 because of what he did this year and last year. It's accumulation.
Right.
Oh, you can't wait. See, that's kind of moving to go. If you put an accumulation, like
because he had a drop off for real. I mean, you want to say, you know, if he had a drop off season, you know, between the two, he had 2 good seasons.
I'm playing for what that says right there. Exiting 2022. That's just counting this season. He can't include what he did last year. 2022 season.
I think when you're talking about like the top 3 quarterbacks, you got to kind of take into account like consistency. So,
Then you got to take the accident off of there. You have to
well,
take that.
No.
Because the accident is just saying presently. You know?
It's saying what you did up until now.
Well, then don't tell me 2021. Then you can't use 2021. Then if you want to use all 2022, okay, you can't use last year.
How no?
Well, I think when you're talking about Joe Burrow,
that's what it says.
I think when you're talking about Joe Burrow and Patrick Mahomes, I can understand, but it's like you kind of got to take into account, okay, the consistency, because these guys are. It's about consistency. Like they showing up. Then after that, it's like, okay, let's look at it this season. Because I mean, if you go back further, then it's like obviously Jalen Hurts wouldn't be in the conversation, but those upper echelon guys, like the 2 spots, you're like, they're that because they're consistent.
Yeah, no, I'm not arguing with the 2 spots. I mean, top 2 is certified.
I mean, but they're the top 2 because they're
whoever you make for 3rd spot. That's my case.
Yeah. I mean, Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, I mean, if you that's what we're saying. At the third spot, it's been nobody has put together a better combination of years to go in the 3rd spot right now. Anybody did it in a row, 2 years in a row.
Yeah. No, if we count in 2021 and 2022, you got to put Hurts. You got to put Allen above Hurts. You have to, because Hurts didn't do nothing last year. He didn't
do nothing, but this year he got all the way to the Super. He got all the way to the Super Bowl, and Josh Allen never even got the championship game. Well, in the last 2 years, he didn't. He's 3 years removed from that.
I mean, but you could say Hurts never even made the playoffs until this year.
But he got all the way to the. But you miss it. When you get to the Super Bowl, you automatically elevate yourself a little bit above everybody else who hasn't even got to a championship game in the last 2 years. Like you automatically elevate yourself just a little bit, like just a little bit. Of course, you ain't going up there into the Mahomes stratosphere yet, but you elevate yourself a little bit once you get there. It's the same thing Burrow did last year. He got there. Year, coming into this year, he was like definitely bona fide top 3. Going into this year's season, people still had Mahomes, Allen.
Right.
Majority.
Making it to the Super Bowl does mean something. It does
mean more than having 2 good seasons without getting anywhere. If you want to be real, Josh Allen didn't get anywhere last 2 years. He didn't get anywhere.
I don't know how good Josh Allen is in the playoffs. I mean, they had that amazing game at Kansas City, but he lost.
Man, hasn't been further since that first year they got Stephon Diggs. They haven't been further.
But I disagree. I disagree with that. I can't agree with that argument. I can't agree with that.
That's fair. TJ says Mahomes, Burrow, Hurts, Allen. Allen is very good, but he folds. Okay, so he said top 3: Mahomes, Burrow, Hurts, and then Allen's very good, but he folds a lot. That is true.
That's what I just said. Boy, it folds.
That is true. But like you said, like I do get what you're saying to you about Jalen Hurts. If you look back at last year,
that's what I'm saying. If you count last year,
you say he folded. You technically you say he folded last year. Technically,
we didn't.
But once you jump once you cross that hump to get you over the hump to the Super Bowl, bro, that's a big step. That's a huge step. Even though
Josh Allen took yet.
Much. Yeah, he hasn't hit that step yet. So I mean, as much as I think
ever gonna make that step, if I'm being honest.
I mean, in the AFC, bro, you gonna have to go through some dogs. He gonna need some luck.
Go through Burrow or Pat Mahomes. They both young.
He gonna need some luck, bro. And knowing that you're right. I was looking at the stadium. It actually is gonna be no roof. They are crazy. Why would you build a $1 billion stadium with no roof? What are you doing? Crazy. It's gonna be covered seating though, but no roof.
Crazy.
What are they doing?
Why would you do that?
Spend all that money just to be outdated within 5 years. It makes no sense, bro. It makes no sense. They're gonna build a roof in like 3 years. They're gonna be like, okay, you know what? We got to build a roof now, guys. Like, no, it's too late now. Y'all spent all the money.
Stupid.
That's argument. I just go back to listen. I forget what episode we talked about that.
I think it was last week. So go back and listen to episode 269.
No, that wasn't.
Or it might be 2 weeks ago.
That might be 3 weeks ago now. Like,
I don't know.
That roof argument.
Fine, bro.
I just saw a video on that other day. I was like, bro, what? I was like, nah, this gotta be ill. If that was 2 weeks ago, I was like, bro, they ain't having no roof. They tripping.
Some teams enjoy that outdoors. Just that home field advantage
gives them an upper hand. That's all. Used to playing, and
Yeah.
What y'all think about that halftime show we did before we get too far away from the?
Hey man, shout out Riri, man.
We did our thing. Oh, we was talking about it. The Weeknd had the most expensive halftime show at $17 million, and he spent $7 million
out of pocket
dollars. But I just wanted to throw that out there before I forgot when we were talking about that. Prince's was very expensive for the time, where he spent 12, and I think he did spend somebody's paid $1 million for him.
Yeah, I read that. I was reading that. But yeah, we was talking about that off air, and the Weeknd, that's crazy to be willing to spend that on a Super Bowl show is crazy. So shout out to the Weeknd, man.
Prince is the greatest performance I've seen live.
Yeah, but who?
Prince that I've seen a lot, like live.
I think my favorite one, and then we'll get into Riri, is probably Coldplay. They brung Bruno and Beyonce. Like, it was a really, like, that was super dope to me.
That was dope. I can't even think of my favorite one, man. But shout out Riri, man. Like Spirit says, this is definitely a very expensive baby shower.
It wasn't the most entertaining one, but her playlist is elite. Can't nobody ever take that from her. She got hits,
bro. Hits for days, man.
She knew the job. She knew the assignment.
Came out swinging.
Yeah, her hits. A lot of people were upset because she didn't have any guest stars. She could have brought out Drake. She could have brought out Jay-Z, but I believe she could have brought out Kanye. Not really, but y'all know what I mean. Shout out to Kanye. Adidas like, hey, we need you. Anyways, that's another story for another segment. But it's her. She made it all about her, and it worked out. I mean, her streams are up 640%. Finny, people looking for that look she had went up 830. I bought my girl the lipstick that Rihanna had on.
Hey, shout out Fenty, man.
Shout out Fenty.
Shout out Fenty. Shout out Rihanna, man. Yeah, like Doc said, it was amazing. The only guest she had was the baby that she cooking right now. So shout out to Riri, man. Shout out A$AP Rocky, man. He knew the assignment. You know what I'm saying? He held it down for all of us, bro.
Smart man.
Shout out A$AP Rocky.
Yeah, man, good solid performance. Like I said, she understood the assignment. Obviously, honestly, I think like I'm glad she kept it about herself. You bring out like a Jay-Z, Drake. I think like
take away from her.
Those artists like are big enough to headline by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they deserve, like, those two specifically should have shared the stage with anybody. I think they should have been like Rihanna if they're going to do it down the road or something. But yeah, shout out to Rihanna, man.
Everybody, she got something honestly like that for her. Even Drake, like he could do his own show too from the Super Bowl for real. So it's like, yeah,
all the guest stars that come out can do their own show for the most part.
Almost, yeah.
Just know next year, and I gotta give Charlamagne the credit of this. Next year they going white. The last 4 years they hit all ethnicities, most ethnicities. This next year they going white.
Are they going white? Or are they going to go with a white?
They going Taylor Swift.
That's in.
I would enjoy Taylor Swift. I know other people.
I would not.
If you ain't got, I would though. So I wouldn't be. I think they should try to get Ariana Grande to do it.
That'd be fire. That'd be fire.
They're going white though for sure.
Maybe I ain't gonna say I wouldn't enjoy Taylor Swift. I mean, she got some good songs. I ain't gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. She got some good songs.
Maybe Harry Styles.
I'm just not a fan.
Him doing it. I'm not saying I'm a fan. I'm just throwing out some people that.
What about Biggs? Probably not, huh? Too young.
You said who?
Justin Bieber.
Yeah, actually, he could do it.
He could.
But I think they're going white though. I think I don't.
That's why I say they're going white. Why they're gonna go like a
yeah,
white?
No. I think I'm thinking they're going a rock band. There's not many of them rock bands out there these days, though. If you think about it,
have to go classic, like classic motherfuckers, man. I don't know who you would go to. I think ain't Ho still? He's still like the person.
Yeah. Yes, he is.
He got the connects, man. So he good with the whites and the blacks. So you're gonna find somebody to do it.
But let's speak this into existence. 2025 Super Bowls in New Orleans. Lil Wayne and friends.
Hey, let's go.
Let's be that.
Just Wayne.
I mean, we could do just Wayne too, but
he probably definitely gonna bring some people out though. So
Wayne and friends, bro. Nicki and Drake.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
crazy.
No,
He shouldn't bring them out. He should be. If we bring anybody, it should be all New Orleans people that he brought on from New Orleans. Currency, the hospital. He probably gonna do that though. But yeah,
Bro,
man.
what? This ain't a concert. This the Super
obviously,
Bowl,
yeah.
bro.
It's true, bro. You right. So why bring up the same reason he shouldn't do like Rihanna shouldn't do Drake and Kanye. He should
I
do
mean,
Drake and Nicki.
that would
They're
be a good
huge.
look. That would be a good look for Currency because I mean, not a lot of people know. Like main people know who he is.
Yeah, man. I fuck with
I mean, that'd be a good look for them.
That shit in my dreams, man.
Hey,
In a concert.
Keeping it
Damn,
real.
bro. Yeah. Can I dream, bro? Goddamn.
sorry, bro.
Out of Currency, man.
Shout out to the hospital, man.
White people gonna be like, man, who the hell is
What
this?
the fuck? Nah, the white folks fuck with Currency, man.
Oh,
They
yeah,
fuck
yeah,
with
yeah,
Currency.
yeah,
Some
yeah.
of them. I ain't gonna say all of them.
I was
Some
about
of
to
them.
say, come on now.
Cause you know he down with Sleeper, man. You know with Sleeper got all the white people.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Shout out Rihanna, man. It was a great halftime show.
Las Vegas next year, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Back to the to before we get too far off from this season. Patrick Mahomes, can he catch Brady? His second ring, two MVPs, one offensive player of the year. I forget his other accolade, 2 Super Bowl MVPs. Can he catch Brady?
All pro.
I mean,
I think 2 times.
it's a lot of factors. I mean, obviously the easy answer would be no. I mean, there's just so many factors that play a part into him getting there. Obviously, biggest one is health. Also the guys around him. Like
It takes luck.
A lot of luck.
Nobody wants to hear that. Like
A lot of
Brady, but it just takes luck.
A lot of luck. But can he catch him? He absolutely can catch him. He absolutely can catch him. Even, bro,
Good enough.
we talked about this a little bit last week, T. If he gets 4 rings, depending on how long he plays, he's gonna be considered to go.
Oh.
I don't think.
Calling it down, bro. I think he will.
How though?
If
It's
you
too much
look
more
at, he's already got 2 league MVPs. He's
Mhm.
gonna get at least one more. How many Brady got MVPs? 2?
I think it was 4 or 5.
4. I think it's 5. Shit. I think if he gets 4 Super Bowls, he's gonna get at least 4 MVPs. See, a regular season MVP. I think he can catch him. Now, will he do this? I don't know, but it will happen. Like you say, you're gonna need a lot of luck, like
3.
health. 3 regular season MVPs.
5 Super Bowl MVPs. 3
Yeah,
regular.
he definitely getting that. Well, I ain't gonna say definitely because I would have said the same thing. You gotta put this into perspective. If you look at Aaron Rodgers, he won a Super Bowl almost 20 years ago now. His first one.
Chill.
Never went back.
12 years.
Oh, okay. A long that time though. I'm about to say 15. I'm about to close it. 15 years ago, almost 15 years ago. Never been back. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's wild to say it's wild to think he might not bring it back, but it is possible he this could be the last one. It's possible.
That ain't easy. You need a lot of stuff to go right for you, and you need to be healthy.
And
Yeah,
Brady took a big gap too. He took 10 years off after he won 3 Super Bowls.
2009. It wasn't 10.
7?
2005 was his last one. Was this one he won? Then he got back in 2007. And
I'm talking about winning.
2005 to 2014. There was a 14. Yeah, about 9. Yeah, about 9.
So almost 10 years gap. So I mean, if he played long enough, I think he definitely got a chance. But like you said, it's taking a lot of luck for that.
Reason I can't see even if he only gets 4, I think you can call him the GOAT because he has too many things working against him. Like I said, then people will start throwing all the records Brady has, and obviously depends on how long Patrick Mahomes plays, but you still have to catch Brady in the records. It will always be something that Brady has, even with just the 4 that he doesn't have.
If he gets 4 and the records, will he get them?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
It
depends what fashion he does it in.
Because if you look at the way the league going now, you can't touch quarterbacks no more. It's going to a passing league. If he play long enough, he should pass, touchdowns and passing yards at least. He should pass those if he plays long enough.
That's a big
touchdowns. I think touchdowns, passing yards. That's huge.
With the way the league going now, though, bro, it's a passer's league. Even more than when Brady was in, in the first half of his career. He's still young. He's doing what, sixth year, fifth year? What year is this? Six?
For Mahomes?
Yeah, I think it's fifth year as a starter, 6 years overall.
Fifth year, yeah.
So I mean, he's still in a. If you want to look at Tom, he's still in the first quarter of his career.
Maybe.
If you scaling it up to Tom.
Yeah, but well, obviously it's not that big. We probably get as big right now, but right now you are seeing Mahomes with little small nagging injuries. Brady's only injury, big injury, was that ACL where he missed the entire year.
Yeah, we talked about that. It's true.
Like we already seen Mahomes tweaking, like playing on like sprained ankles, like they said.
That's what happens when you run like that. Tom Brady wasn't moving.
I know what he was saying. Still.
And that's what happened. And that's what happened too. Like, I mean, I seen I don't know if y'all seen the graphic. Like when Brady just retired, like that pocket passer quarterback, like that's really gone now. Like everybody in the league is almost can move in some way somehow.
Kind of have to be able to these days.
Like you can't just sit back in that. It's hard just to sit back in that pocket and pick you apart like the Manning, the Brady's, Roethlisberger did.
Joe Burrow got a little sneaky speed to him, by the way. I just throw that out there. He got he ain't fast, but he's sneaky though. Like, hey, he moving decent speed right now.
Yeah, and he's tough, bro. He'll take a little hit too and get back up.
Yeah, like if Joe outrun you, like you don't look at it. Like back in the day, if Peyton Manning outrun you, you was just slow as hell. Like Peyton ain't run. Like Joe,
he was so slow. So was Tom though, man. Tom was so slow, bro. Like running in slow motion, man.
I mean, yeah, obviously, he's talented. Like I said, he's talented enough to catch him. I don't think it'll happen though. Like I said, I just think it's too many other factors going on around him that'll play a part.
It's a lot, man. It's a lot going on around him.
Also, it'll be the Jordan and LeBron kind of conversation that you're having going on, and just like Tom Brady had to do a lot to surpass Joe Montana. He had more rings, and then it wasn't enough. He almost had to win 2 more rings.
Yeah, you're right, bro.
Like, think about it. Like, and he had him in the records and everything, but it's like people like us. I don't know if I would ever be able to say Patrick Mahomes is better than Tom Brady after seeing the stuff that Tom Brady's done. We'll see. And then, and I'm not saying that. I'm saying that to like. I don't think he'll ever be undisputed because there's some people that like will never say LeBron, and I'm not saying he is, but will never say LeBron is better than Jordan. Just they can't say it because they watch Jordan play and they just don't think, they got to live in those moments.
Yeah, I mean, one thing I'll factor in, like I said, one of my factors is when Brady was spent most of the time up in New England, Belichick was always a defensive-minded coach. Right, so far, Mahomes has always played with offensive-minded coach Andy Reid. I mean, that's Chiefs' defense is shaky right now. I mean, they said they were good enough to win it this year, but that was one of the big factors going into this year. It's like, can they win a defense? Can they win a championship with that defense?
Yeah, that's true. That is true, man. But yeah, that's a good point too. Andy Reid is a genius, man. So we gotta see what Pat looks like without him, because Andy Reid definitely ain't gonna be here Pat's whole career if Pat, stays healthy and plays to his hopefully where he his full life of his career. Andy Reid ain't gonna be around, so who knows who he's gonna be teamed up with as a coach. Yeah, that coach is gonna be good.
That matters.
Yeah, it definitely matters.
For sure,
definitely matters.
But shout out Pat Mahomes, man. Like I said, he'll
Andy
definitely finish top 5 when it's all said and done, though.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. I think if he retired today, he would be pretty close to already in the top 5 just off of what he did in his short career, bro. Like it's crazy, bro. Like, it's crazy. And looking at his numbers and what he's done in a short amount of time is really unmatched so far in his career, man. So he's definitely on the right trajectory.
For sure. This is Down to the Wire 513. Episode 270. Make sure you tap in with us. Everything Down to the Wire 513. You've been watching this whole time. I forgot to put the banner up there. You see, it's finally scrolling at the bottom now. Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook. Just Google. It's the easiest way to find us.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man. Anything else y'all want to hit on from Super Bowl?
Great NFL season. I enjoyed it. I hate to see it go on to March Madness.
Man, that's the sad part.
Man, let's not go on to March Madness because North Carolina sucks right now.
It sucks as well. So, you know.
But yeah, it was a
We're
great
gonna
season.
enjoy,
Man.
we're gonna enjoy other teams play this year.
Yeah, we're gonna enjoy a tournament. It should be a good tournament because there's no juggernaut team out there, so it should be a good competitive tournament this year for college basketball, man.
Sure.
But yeah, man. It was a good NFL season. It was my first season fully being back indulged in NFL, man. I was striking against the NFL for a couple of years. It was our first season fully indulging back in the NFL, man. But it was a good season.
Minnesota paid Justin Jefferson, give him whatever he wants, and shout out the Vikings hiring Brian Flores as a new defensive coordinator. So
yeah, I saw that last week, man.
Thank you.
Thank you. Great move, man.
Speaking of moves,
it's crazy that Bieniemy ain't getting no head coaching.
Yeah,
opportunities. Crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah,
crazy.
Gonna be 5 years in a row, still nothing.
Criminal.
I mean, but for his sake, I mean, not for his sake, because I mean, obviously we don't know, but he could just be a good coordinator. But hey, keep doing what you're doing as OC, man.
He still get championship. He still get ring. So
facts. Still a big part of somebody's offense.
Yep.
Speaking of moves, man, I don't know if y'all missed it by now. Y'all must have been under a rock. But a lot of NBA trade deadline was last Thursday. A lot of moves that went down. Two biggest we touched on that one of them last week. Go check out episode 269. Other one went down just hours after we logged off here. Kevin Durant has a new home in Phoenix. Me and Rand we hit on it a little bit on Sports and Spirits last Friday. Make sure y'all go check that out. We want to give our brother Doc his chance, his thoughts on KD headed back out west.
Man, KD back out west. Hey, Josh, you still fine in the west, bruh? You still fine in the west, bruh?
Got KD and Kyrie out there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, getting KD without giving up Aiden, Chris Paul, or Aiden Brown or Book, that's huge. I mean, they should win a championship on paper. I mean, that's huge. The Nets, they made the right decision. They'll just go ahead and dismantle the team. They'll be good to go in another 5 years or so. They got to let some draft picks and stuff. 5 to 10 years, something. They'll be back decent.
He said 5 to 10 years. Damn. Damn. Is it still so you saying championship or bust for the Nets?
For the Suns?
I mean, Suns, my bad. Suns.
Yes. Championship or bust. This is Chris Paul's last shot.
How many years is their window open?
2 or I mean, not this year. If they don't win this year, it ain't a huge deal. But next year is it because Chris Paul ain't got much time left. And so 2. If they don't win this year or next, they're not winning.
Are you concerned about how they'll play defense with giving up Mikal Bridges and Cam? I forget his last name.
Is it Johnson?
Cam Johnson.
I mean, it's not going to be great, but they should be able to score a whole bunch of points. Shouldn't nobody else be able to score them?
They also picked up Terrence Ross.
So
got bought out.
But it's the Suns. You still got to beat the Lakers. They should beat LeBron. But the bigger thing is you got to beat the Warriors. And the Warriors, they don't look great right now, but playoff time, they'll look like a lot better team. So they need to at least make it out the West, or else it's a big bust.
On paper, they should, man. So I agree. On paper, they should make it out the West at least. Well, I'm gonna say at least. They should make it at least to the Western Conference Finals. At least. If they lose to Denver, somebody like that. If they play Memphis, and if somehow Denver get beat and they play Memphis, it's a bust too. They should beat Memphis in a 7-game series. Denver, they shouldn't beat Denver in 7 games. If they do, I'm surprised they do, but they shouldn't. I think Denver's a better team. Right now, I'll pick Denver over them. And then in the East, I would still pick Boston over them too. Maybe Philly too. Definitely Boston though. And probably I don't know about Milwaukee, but definitely Boston and Philly, and probably maybe Milwaukee. But I don't think Milwaukee got enough star power. But Boston and Philly over the Suns too still.
Definitely Boston for me. Out in the West, Golden State had a outside shot of beating them. I think
It should be underdog though. It should be underdog against Phoenix. So Golden State shouldn't be favorite.
No, at all. Like I said, my biggest thing for something like I said, just defensively. I mean, because we're obviously different times, different leagues, but we've seen this, but we kind of seen this before. Not with this group of guys, but how the Suns try to outscore you in the playoffs, and then they can win the championship. I still think you got to play defense, which is why I give, like I said, Boston edge. In the West, I still give Clippers the slight edge.
Really, they look good last night, man. Like Kawhi looked good last night. But nah, I'm not sure.
I mean,
they don't have a point guard, man. They got Bones, but
just how you said how you feel about Book and big moments. Clipper, like,
that's true.
Can KD be enough to overcome Kawhi and PG if Book doesn't show up to help him? Because we know Chris Paul can't be the second go-to, and Ayton.
You're right. And I don't like Ayton like that. Man. I don't think Ayton could be the answer. But him right now, they got him as the third best player, possibly fourth best player on the team. Should be third. So having him somewhere in that realm is where he should be at. You know, as far as if you want to be a championship team with him on your team, he has to be your third best player. If he anything higher than that, then y'all probably ain't gonna win a championship.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm overall I agree with Doug. We said this on Friday. I said 2 years max is their window. Their window to open. If they don't win a championship in the next 2 years, then it's done.
Yeah, this year count as one. This year is one, and next year is two. If they don't win that, it's over.
Yeah,
blow it up. Get rid of KD. Trade him for something. He probably gonna be done anyway. He gonna be done. But yeah,
yes, sir.
Do y'all think if they win, do y'all think this? I don't. We talked about this probably a couple years ago. Y'all think this ring will weigh more than KD's rings, and go and say if he wins in Phoenix?
Yeah, he's it ain't Steph. It ain't no Steph here. People gonna hate on him, but like it ain't no Steph here, and he better than Book. But it's no argument that he's not the best. That he's the best player on the team. You know, with Steph, I think he was better than Steph, but there's still an argument there, though. Like, some nights, some nights.
If you look all time, he's not better than Steph, but
right.
One-on-one, he definitely is. But yeah.
You know that, yeah. So yeah. I think it weighs more.
What do you think, T?
It definitely weighs more. I mean, it's just the fact that he's the only one he's the only one on the team who's been to the mountaintop. When he joined Steph, like I said, they won a whole championship together as a team. So obviously, granted, he did his part. He played his part. I don't think they win. They go back to back without him. But still, being like I said, the only guy on the Phoenix Suns who has championship experience, who actually won it, and as being the best player on the team, yeah, I think it definitely weighs more.
Yeah, I would agree. That's where I was gonna go. It's this team ain't did it yet. So with him, if he used that piece to get him over the top, he would get a little bit more credit for this ring. Still not like it still ain't gonna weigh as much like LeBron's Cleveland ring and all like that, but it's a little something.
I don't know if any ring will ever weigh that much. I mean, that
might be one of the greatest championships of all time, bro.
Yeah. So
looking back at it,
a ring to ever weigh that much?
That might be one of the greatest championships of all time, bro. When you put it all together, come back from 3-0. It was the first championship for Cleveland. He from there, bro. You know how I didn't fuck with Brown like that, but that might be the best one of all time, bro.
Yeah, because only one that I was about to mention was Dirk 2011.
That was special too. If he was actually from the States, is he from Dallas?
Nah, he ain't from Dallas. I mean,
That's
but
what I was saying if he was from Dallas.
he got drafted. I would seem he was really drafted too.
Yeah,
Through tough time.
homegrown, stayed
Beat
there through the tough
beat
time. You're
Cole,
right.
KD, Bron, D Wade,
Mm,
like that run.
that was a crazy run. You're right. That's definitely one of the greatest runs of all time.
But I would still put LeBron, like I said, slight above. But that's the only one in my head I was thinking that could possibly rival it.
That
But
run probably better than that Cavs run.
yeah, for sure.
But just
For
that Golden State team was just like,
that
I didn't want
3-1.
to beat them, bro. And it was set. When did it? When the 7-3-9 team? Yeah. So that's just like, damn, bro.
But you could counter, like I said, that prime D Wade, Bosh, and Bron. Like everybody was.
But it was their first year together too, so it was like,
it was.
Yeah, they should have won, but it was like, it was their first year together.
Facts.
And that was a crazy run. One of the best of all time. Top 5 run of all time for sure, hands down.
Shout out
Not even looking at the rest of them. Yeah, shout out Dirk
because he raced that Utah upset in first round. Warriors upset in first round.
Yeah, that was one of the all-time fails. And we're gonna talk about that too coming up here next few months here, man. If Yoke don't pull it through for the Nuggets this year and they don't get to at least the conference finals this year, weakest MVP of all time. That'd be 3 times in a row. Gonna be the weakest of all time if they don't get at least 6 conference finals. I definitely want to say finals for real. Because come on, I love his game though, but
I agree with that statement.
I'm tired of him getting all this love and he ain't winning shit. He don't get no slander when they get eliminated. No slander at all. None.
Well, this year has no excuse. Murray is back. Michael Porter Jr. is healthy. Like he has no excuse this year.
Man, I ain't a LeBron fan. Kyrie, Kevin Love get hurt in the finals. LeBron ain't get no fucking excuses for that shit. So I don't want to hear that shit for Jokic, man. I love his game. Get it done, Jokic.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't wait for that episode.
Yeah, that's my hot NBA take this year, man. He got a lot of fans on YouTube. All y'all subscribers be on our videos, hyping Jokic up. And they got mad when I came back on him when Embiid went off on his ass. They got real in their feelings when I came back to that video and start talking about shit. So make sure y'all keep that same energy in the playoffs. That's all I'm saying.
That must be the country of Serbia coming at you.
Nah, I was some Americans, bro. They love Jokic, man. I don't know if they from Denver or whatever what it is, bro.
They could probably relate to type of hooper Jokic is.
They was defending
he ain't in the best of shape, but
hearts, bro. I'm like, bro, I like the guy. God damn, we like Jokic. We just saying shit. He can't play no damn defense. God damn.
All right, man. We'll go ahead and touch on NBA All-Star Weekend this Friday on Sports and Spirits.
I'll be on this week.
We'll go ahead and give you a preview. So a lackluster NBA All-Star Weekend. Not too thrilled about it, but it's because of the city it's in.
It's in Utah. It's all you need to know. It's in Utah.
But that being said, y'all brothers got anything else before we wrap up?
No, sir.
Nothing, man. Nothing.
We're done. Great show, brothers.
Yes, sir. Once again, man, great NFL season. March Madness is about 2 weeks away. Conference tournament starts in about 2 weeks, so can't wait for that. That has been Down to the Wire 513, episode 270. Once again, tap in with us on everything. Down to the Wire 513. Google's the easiest way to find us. For the good brothers, Flyman Rand, Josh Doc Evans, the Taryn Bland, Down to the Wire 513, episode 270. We'll catch y'all this Friday for Sports and Spirits.
See y'all.
We out.